Well, good evening, everyone. It is Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddie, coming to you live right here in sunny South Florida. And boy, have I got a special treat for you. What we have here is a Tao ignition switch. Fits those Chinese scooters. They're actually taking the KYM2 blank, same as a Kimco. Seems to be the standard key blank for the Chinese scooters that have been coming in the United States of America. So what we had to do was we had to make a key for this. There was no key whatsoever. And what we have to do, you could try to impression it, but there's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 wafers in there. Pretty close tolerance. But to sit there and file them up, you're going to be wasting a lot of keys and a lot of blanks. So what we went ahead and did was dismantle it. Now, the first thing you want to do to dismantle it, there's this plate here. This plate actually sits on here like that. You pop these back a little bit, and this will fall right out. All that it does is expose the back of the lock along with the fork lock. There's the fork lock right there. All right, once you get that out, right here, there is a pin. And what they do is they pound a pin all the way down through. And what it does is on the back of this cylinder, as a matter of fact, we'll put the key in it because I already did it. You see this right here, there is a track there. And that pin rides in that track, and that keeps the cylinder from sliding out. So what we had to do, you go ahead and you drill that pin out. Now you got to be careful. I use a drill press, or you can use a drill as long as you're careful. Once you get down and break through, you don't want to drill into the cylinder itself. So you get it out. It's relatively easy. Once you drill it through, you'll feel it drop about a 1/16 of an inch. So you'll know you came all the way through, and you'll get that. Because if you're not going to be able to slide the cylinder out, because the pin's going to be holding that into that groove. Once you have that out, you go ahead and you're either going to try to pick this to the on position, okay, because the way it's made in here, even with the pin out, it's not going to come out because this mechanism of the fork bolt rides right on in there. So you're going to have to get that thing turned in order to slide the cylinder out. So what we'll do is we'll just show you exactly what I'm talking about. And once you get it turned to that position, you're able to get it out. And there it is right there. You have 6 wafers there. There's the track that the pin rides on. All right, so what we'll have to do is we're going to have to put another pin down in there and then either glue it down in there, solder it, perhaps, whatever we're going to have to do. But pound it in if you have one that's tight enough that'll go down. But you don't want to cram it down onto the groove, then you're going to bind up the cylinder. So there it is. That's the cylinder there. This is the piece that operates the electrical system into the back. So what we're going to do now, once you have it apart, you stick it on a framing. I sight read it. It's a double-sided key, but it's only got the wafers on the one side. As a matter of fact, I'll show you that while we have it apart so you understand what I'm talking about. You see how the wafers are all up here? They're not staggered on both sides. So once I went ahead and fit the key by sight, I went ahead and boom, there it is, operating beautifully and smoothly. Now, it's only going to go back in one way. So you're going to put this in there. It's only going to go in which way? Got to lower that down just like that. Get that down in, and there it is. Okay, so now we have it in. You can see the fork is out. Turn the key. This would be in the off position. You turn the key again all the way over, and it's going to go ahead and turn right to the position to where you're going to go. So what we'll do now is we're going to go ahead and pull this back out. We're going to go ahead and put this, we're going to go ahead and put a pin down in here. We're going to take this and we're going to jam a pin down there to keep that cylinder from coming out. The reason it's spinning round and round is because it's not being stopped by a pin, because once the pin goes in, it's going to stop right here so that the key will just go right to the on position, back off, and then you're going to pull this out just like that. So that would be where it would be in the on position, and then you're going to turn it to the back. That would be fork lock right there. Fork lock there, on, off. You can pull the key out, and then on, you can't pull the key out. So that would be the on position. And the reason you want to do that is to make sure that you have it timed with the electrical switch back here. Now, we didn't, somebody at some point in time before took this apart, and what they thought they could do is pull this apart. Well, you can see how it's molded over there. So if you were to take this apart, you actually going to use some special pliers to pry this back in order to put this back. Once you put it back down, you're going to tap all the way around to hold it in place. Somebody thought they could just take a screwdriver and pry it. Well, that didn't happen. That's why probably they had to call Locksmith Eddy, because whoever they sent it to wasn't able to get it apart. Well, between this cylinder pin that's locked down in here, getting it turned to the right position in order to slide it out, because this bolt here, the way it's made, it won't pull out even with the pin out, because then the fork lock is going to hold it in place the way it's made right there. So there you have it. Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddy. We're going to ahead and pound a pin down in there. We'll go ahead and put this plate back on as such, just like this. And then we'll go ahead and stake that back, and we have an operating key for this Tao Chinese scooter lock. So there it is. Have yourself a great day and enjoy it. Hope you have any problems, don't hesitate to call me. We can help you fix it right here, right now. Thank you for watching.